Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us once again on AM Rockland News. I'm your host, Tom Osa.
And I'm Mike Luger. And we're here to tell you the news. Tell us some news, Tom.
Well, 4 degrees and mostly sunny. Today, high of 42 degrees. Ouch, according to this. And then 7 degrees Wednesday. Thursday, 56 degrees. Yeah, I'm not trained in weather meteorology. Maybe that's it.
Maybe the music needs to go away.
It's very loud, yeah. But all right, 60 degrees on Friday, Saturday, 64 degrees and sunny, as well as Sunday, 68 degrees, and that's what we all care about is having some really lovely weather on the weekends to do really cool things.
Like Rockland Music Fest,
which we had 2 weeks ago over at Clover Stadium. We got a whole bunch of news about that.
That is over.
Actually, no. I'll tell you the word that I am, Mike, is relieved.
I figured that was going to be the word out of your mouth.
Oh, mother of pearl. That was a huge beast to push up a hill, and I'm not into pushing beasts, but I got it. So everybody that helped out, volunteered, made it happen. I was just a very happy camper about it.
And I saw a little clip of the video this morning that you have of the stadium. Everyone should go check it out. The sound was great.
Yeah, totally. So we are releasing our streaming TV app on Thursday, October 16th at 4:20 p.m.
Is that tomorrow?
It is tomorrow.
Tomorrow. We'll play it tomorrow.
It's only a day away.
Wait, are they going to come after us for the Sondheim?
No, nobody's coming after us whatsoever. All right. We want to thank our sponsors for AM Rockland News. We got Yabu Fence Company located in West Nyack, New York. Dana Pest Control. They will get rid of all your pests except for your relatives. If they're pesty, then
I mean, that's the Jim Keenan.
Yeah, he does that. Easy Temp, actually located in Hackensack, New Jersey. We're getting more sponsors from outside the county because they do business in Rockland, so much appreciated. Kobe Sushi, they have an event coming up on October 25th. It's going to be a Halloween dress-up party. You can learn more about that at KobeNewCity.com. 202 Cannabis, our friends over at 202 Cannabis. Mike, what is cannabis?
I don't know. We'll have to go to 202 Cannabis and find out.
We got to walk in one day.
Will they tell you from the drive-thru? I hear there's a drive-thru.
Yeah, I think it's informational. I like it.
Is it?
Susan Bova from Coldwell Banker Realty. She is a fantastic realtor. Last 30 years, helped my mom out with a real estate transaction, so much appreciated. Lauren Molino-Muller from Howard Hanna Rand Realty, Whole Shop Bagels, 99 Signs, and our friends over the Workforce Development Board of Rockland County. And guess what, Mike?
What?
They are going to be doing a show every Tuesday with us.
Really?
Yeah, Rockland Works.
Okay.
They're going to do a show about employment and best practices in the workplace and basically, productivity and you and I both agree, gainful employment is good for the soul.
It's good for everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
And gainful in a way that you should be doing a job that you like to do, right?
Absolutely.
We shouldn't just strive to survive. We should strive to thrive.
Yes. And that's actually their motto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't steal it from them. I came up with it on my own, but even what is it they say the blind monkey can type out the Shakespeare or something.
We're all walking in the same direction. But they're really awesome. Debbie and Betty, muchos kudos to the Workforce Development Board. Let's do a little bit of the news. This is going to be actually a quick show because we have meetings.
Because Tom's a busy man. So tell us the news. And then we'll talk about
so Clarkstown in Valley Cottage, the historic 1765 Storms Tavern, once said to have hosted George Washington, is being donated by Tilcon Minerals to the town of Clarkstown. It's located at 407 Storms Road, and the pre-Revolutionary War House sits on 1.6 acres and is structurally sound, according to Town Supervisor George Holman. No immediate use has been planned, but the town says that it will be preserved.
Will it be a bar? It should be a bar.
Well, we talked about going retro. We could get all 1776 about it.
And it should be all beers from 1776.
I like all.
I make you a bet we can get one of the local brewers to make us some 1776 beer.
Well, you have some connections in that space, so maybe we should do something like that.
Maybe if David's listening,
Oh, David from Bricktown Breweries.
Bricktown Brewhouse.
Brewhouse.
Hosts Stony Point Brewery.
Stony Point Brewery, located in West Haverstraw.
Right there on Railroad Avenue. The tastiest beer in Rockland, I have to say.
Man.
Well, that's my own personal opinion, but I don't like IPAs.
I like how we're name dropping our sponsors.
I mean, is David actually a sponsor?
He is.
I just like his beer.
No, he is.
All right. I didn't even know.
I was trying to, we weren't able to
more news
accomplish it. No, we'll come back to that. Don't worry about it. So David's off. So I was trying to get them as one of the craft beer providers over at Rockland Music Fest.
Okay.
However, there's a conglomerate that has like specific beers and requirements. So
legal contracts.
Yeah. All right. So now back to the news. Several Clarkstown teachers are among more than 20 Rockland educators to receive funding through the Innovative Teaching Grants Program, sponsored by Optimum and the Rockland Community Foundation. Christiana Amendola of New City will develop assistive technology packs for language and special education students. And Colleen Dinnigan of West Nyack Strawtown Elementary will purchase cameras for global classroom connections. The initiative supports tools and experiences that enhance learning across the county.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wait. We got some positive news. Look at that.
Yeah. It ain't all like bad stuff. It's good stuff. Here's something, a good thing that came from a bad thing that happened. The Village of Nyack recently hosted a heartfelt benefit concert titled Music to Mend to raise funds for the families that were displaced by the June fires.
Oh.
Yeah, Nyack Plaza, West Shore Towers, and Donna Lightfoot Cooper and local venue Maureen's Jazz. So you've been to Maureen's Jazz Cellar?
I have been to Maureen's Jazz Cellar.
Very cool place.
It is a cool place.
The event featured over 40 area musicians. The concert built on earlier relief efforts, including a GoFundMe campaign to support the residents whose home were, there's like about 12 families, their homes were destroyed.
And did we ever find out if they are put up back in homes, if their homes are being rebuilt? What's going on with that?
Not as of yet. I know that Catholic Charities was involved, and they were putting up each of the families and residents in different homes, but we haven't followed up past that. We should find out.
Now, for the folks who have never had this experience or not had any friends, like what happens? Like, what do you call the insurance company? You're like, my house burned down. Then what?
Yeah. I mean, I imagine there's an investigation. Like, for instance, I mean, the only thing that I've ever dealt with insurance-wise is when my car got totaled.
Wait, do we have an insurance sponsor?
We do not. Well, we don't, but we do, because I got to call out Barnaby from Joyce Agency right over here, Joyce Insurance.
Okay.
JoyceINS.com, if I'm correct about that. And he was so helpful getting us the event insurance for Rockland Music Fest.
All right.
And a little nefarious BS that happens in the background. And I'm going to try and not name names how this happened.
But it's the background. No, we're putting it in the foreground.
Well, whatever. I don't give a shit. So, we had to get we had a $5 million policy. And I'm not going to say who, but we had to get another $1 million policy just 24 hours before the festival.
Is it because it was rock and roll?
It's because it wasn't communicated to us that we needed it. And suddenly we needed an additional policy. Like, we already gave them all the forms and documentation. Like, here's the insurance, here's the money, come and do the job. And they wanted another $1 million. I was like, all right, I got an Italian word I have that I want to say, but I'm not going to. Because
wait, what's going on in the news? What's going on in Haverstraw Stony Point?
No, because the Italian American Ladies Association, and they have a website and a group. They were the Ladies Auxiliary for the Italian American Club. They recently decided to put all their efforts toward helping with the retailers that have been affected by the pipeline crisis.
Okay.
Just as a background, there's a 339-mile pipeline that's going from Canada all the way down to New York City. And
chippy.
And partially orange in Rockland. I think, because the daytime construction has to do with the movement of the gas pipeline. So
gas pipelines giving you movements. Wait, it sounds like a really crappy situation.
Anyway, the Ladies Auxiliary, the Italian Association ladies, they committed to purchasing all their lunches from Rock's Kitchen over here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, And I'm noticing that's happening a lot as organizations are stepping up and saying, you know what, we're going to get our stuff from here.
Okay.
And not just Rock's Kitchen. You have the Stony Point Pancake Factory. You have Stony Point Bagels, Whole Shot Bagels.
Right. I'm wondering how many of those businesses are food service and shops that you have to go into versus like if you had an office doing IT and people couldn't necessarily get to your office, it wouldn't hurt your business as much because you're doing something that's digital online versus something that's literally taking product, turning it into deliciousness and handing it to a person, right? There's no way to like send you your sandwich.
Spoken like a true gardener, cook, craft beer aficionado.
So, although there are lots of other businesses other than restaurants, I think the restaurants are probably the most affected by the
probably
thing, right?
Yeah, I would say. And it has a lot to do with how DoorDash and the delivery economy that sprung up during COVID. I think that affected the prices a lot. And I don't talk about this on the air, or I talk.
Well, they don't talk about Bruno because they sing about Bruno.
That's true.
Disney's coming for us.
Anyway, so let me get back to the news and some more positive news. And this was also at. Let me just see where the specific location was. Okay, so this is at the Angel Nyack. It was Nyack had a former church turned venue. Okay. It used to be called the Backdoor Cafe back in the 90s. Bands would play there, and there was a whole bunch of really cool stuff. So the Angel Nyack, they hosted a serene and musical gathering called, you ready for this? Ukulele Palooza.
Dude, I love it. I love it. We're playing that on the air next time.
I want a recording of this freaking show. I didn't even know this was happening.
Me too.
See, this is why you
give me the Yuki.
This is why you need local news, ladies and gentlemen,
and local music.
Ukulele Palooza. My friend Dan is into ukuleles.
A couple of friends that was out in Long Island, and they took me to this place, and there was an Oompa rock band. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Oompa rock.
Like if there's ever a nuclear apocalypse, which God willing that never happens.
And the crypto rise.
Well, the crypto rise is just something that just happens.
I mean, anyway.
It is digital. Mini-me, stop pumping the laser.
$1 million.
All right. Part of the village's arts and crafts walk. Ukulele Palooza featured harmonious strumming, community spirit, and a visual treat captured in a photo essay by Andrea Swenson. I want to get a hold of that. The photo essay, not Andrea. The Sunday celebration highlighted local artistry in a setting steeped in history and charm.
Like a fine tea.
Yes, that was out for a day or two. Okay.
Sun tea. It was sun tea.
Still drinkable. Piermont, as many people know, we had like the quote unquote nor'easter, which was pretty wild.
Yeah, well, I went down. I was over in Tarrytown. I was looking at the river. I'm like, all right, this nor'easter, the river doesn't look any different. Looks as choppy as ever.
Right.
Right.
It was wild. And in Piermont, because they're at the bottom of
right.
Floodwaters receded following Monday's nor'easter that submerged Cornetta's restaurant parking lot and portions of Paradise Avenue. Sparkhill Creek overflowed. Backyards and parts of the Piermont Pier parking area were underwater. Temporary power outages, road closures. That being said, residents say they are accustomed to flooding and they were prepared. Conditions improved by Monday evening, and cleanup is obviously underway.
Well, good on them.
Yeah. Some more infrastructure work. Road paving took place this week in the village of Suffern on Essex Lane and both sides of Bon Air Circle. The two-day project prohibited parking and limited local access, but aimed to provide long-term improvements. Mayor Michael Curley thanked residents for their patience, emphasizing the village's commitment to safe, well-maintained roads, Mike.
Well, we need safe, well-maintained roads, and those roads actually go right by the hospital.
Yes, yeah. So, if you cut off access there, that's a health crisis.
Right.
Questions were directed to the Department of Public Works or the mayor's office. Okay, and some more news out of Suffern. Danielle A. Ruiz Dunleavy of Richard P. Connor Elementary in Suffern received a grant for a chick hatching project that will bring STEM learning, that's science, technology, engineering, and math learning, and language engagement to kindergarten classrooms. And the effort is part of a larger initiative to support creative educational approaches in Rockland schools.
Sounds very nice.
Yeah.
Good luck to you, Danielle.
And our friend, I think you know her, Joanne Lewis Paul.
I don't know her.
She's awesome. She was honored in the 28th County Executive's Outstanding Environmental Volunteer Award during
cool.
And she plays bass.
Nice.
Yeah, she's awesome. Kennedy Dells County Park in New City, recognized for her work with Sustainable Hudson Valley and her advocacy, and I know this well because we did a few articles about this in Rockland News, for a bike trail revitalization project in Ramapo.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, very environmentally friendly bicycles. Lewis Paul is also active on several environmental councils, and a serviceberry tree was planted in her honor.
A serviceberry tree?
I've never heard of it, but it sounds like it's a very helpful tree.
I mean, it's full of service.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look this up now.
And finally, this is probably where we're ending the news because of our next appointment, but Sean Riley, co-founder and longtime president of the New York Boulders, was named 2 weeks ago president and general manager of the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. You know why that's important?
Because he's no longer doing that for the Boulders.
Well, he's still a minority partner in the Boulders, but it's a AAA affiliate of the New York Yankees.
The New York Yankees, the most winningest franchise in all of sports history.
That's right, as George Costanza can attest to.
I mean, he also can attest to sleeping under your desk.
Kramer! So Riley was a key figure in building Clover Stadium, and the Boulders, they're going on, I believe, almost 15 years now. Their 2026 season was recently announced. I think I mentioned to you. I don't know.
Is their 25 season over?
Yeah. So they're doing their 2026 season. Did I say 2025?
No. My question is, what did they win this year? How far did they get?
Well, they made the playoffs,
but they did not. They didn't go to the show, as they call it, right?
You know what? I mean, let me put it this way. I mean, it's even if you win a championship in in the A League, it's not something that gets national attention, but it gets community attention.
It should get local radio attention.
Absolutely. Well,
so
100%.
Next week we need to look up. Actually, can you look up with Boulders? The Boulders team?
As a matter of fact, I can, because they sent us their record.
Yeah, what was their 25 season record?
One less than the championship.
So they made it almost all the way.
Right. But you know what? I mean, this is the first time since 2018 that they made the playoffs. So that's generally a good thing. You can go to nyboulders.com and you can see what all the information is about there. And the 2026 season.
25 season.
We're going back and forth in time, but you can download the 2026 Boulders schedule. It's right on the website there.
But what was their record this season?
All right. And I'm going to that. I just wanted to make sure that I was focused on, final scores. There we go. It's a very good website, by the way. Their record. There's their record. Team stats. Boom. 53-43.
Not too bad, guys. Not too bad.
Excellent.
Your local sports team.
Right.
Being a winner.
Winning.
Anyway.
All right. So, in conclusion with the Boulders, first of all, they are 53-43. Secondly, their 2026 season, their schedule starts. It's going to be on Thursday, May 7th is going to be opening day. So mark your calendars now. Rockland's News will be there. I'm looking forward to speaking with Sean literally in about a half hour.
And that's in the town of Ramapo. Is there anything going on in good old North Rockland, Stony Point, Haverstraw area?
At the moment, it's really all about the retail rescue.
Yeah.
The businesses are down, at least according to some accounts. For instance, reputable sources such as the North Rockland Chamber of Commerce, the town of Stony Point. Businesses are in the hole about $10 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sad.
So we'll see what happens.
Those are the businesses that have reported. If you are our listener and you have not reported to the North Rockland Chamber of Commerce, please do so.
Yes.
It is the only way for them to help you.
Absolutely.
If you do not speak up and say, hey, I'm struggling because of the access for my clients to get to my shop, they need to know.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And, if you're an organization, as Mike and I talked about before, consider, maybe even temporarily just getting your lunches, your dinners, and your various things. Consider Stony Point. They really, and this I could say because I've lived here, Mike, for like 30 years. The restaurants and the food and the service providers around here, they really care. They have a really great heart. Rock's Kitchen, Stony Point Pancake Factory,
even Whole Shot Bagels.
Whole Shot Bagels. Our friends over at Fiesta Acapulco.
Oh yes,
Juan. And by the way, they're going to start doing music on Saturday nights.
So like hiring bands versus doing open mic.
Yes, exactly.
Is that open mic every Thursday, or is it?
We decided to not do any more open mics in Stony Point at Fiesta for the time being, and this is a decision I had to make.
Because of the pipeline?
Not enough people showed up on
because
Thursday
of the pipeline?
Night. No. It doesn't have anything to do with the pipeline. It has to do with numbers. Usually we pulled about 25, maybe 30 people if we were lucky. And in order for me to not lose money on it, we needed at least 40 or 50 people. Count the bands, count the food. It's an effort. But that being said, Juan and I talked, and we're pivoting to Saturday nights. I actually did a concert over there 2 weeks ago.
All right.
Yeah. So there is a lot of entertainment
folks,
locally in Stony Point.
If you're in North Rockland, come and check it out.
Yeah.
Tom, when you and I first started talking over a decade ago,
I know,
you had always said that you wanted to bring events and music to your backyard. You used to say, why do I have to leave my hometown to be entertained?
Yeah, it's right here, and look, I got nothing against travel. I'm a big fan of like Jack Kerouac, On the Road, Country Roads, John Denver, getting on the road, keep your eyes on the road, your hand on the wheel, Jim Morrison, all that.
Sometimes you just got to step off the road into your backyard and listen to a show.
Yeah, I find it very interesting, and I work from home largely. I can travel with my laptop, but I work from home. It's very, it's much more, it's profitable that way. It's profitable. And, separate office, thankfully. But I am sometimes amazed when I'm working like 3 or 4 hours on something really intense. And then I stop and the dog's got to go outside and, do his business. Yeah.
While you're doing your business.
And I walk outside and my entire demeanor changes just by being in the backyard. And I'm not talking about a huge backyard. We got a nice little patch of land. Very thankful for that. But, I go outside and my perspective my mood brightens. And I find that to be very important.
And the Hudson Valley and Rockland County in particular has so many great outdoor spaces.
Yeah.
We have so many county parks, state parks, and all of these places that all the citizens have access to. Right. And sometimes you just need to get out for 15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Stretch, get some vitamin D on your face from the sunshine.
I could use some vitamin D on my face. Wait, actually, that sounded so wrong. That sounded really wrong. I need therapy. What the hell did I just say?
And this is about the time that Tom is running out of steam because he has an appointment in now. Yeah, so folks, have a great day in Rockland. Join your community stuff. I think it's time for our outro music, Tom.
Did I break a mic?
Nope. I'm just trying to keep it going. And Tom, why don't you read us the list of all of our sponsors? Please?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right. So anyway, thank you everybody for being here on Rockland News today.
So Yabu Fens, 202 Canopies.
Dana Pest Control, Easy Temp, located in Hackensack, New York. Kobe Sushi, and they got that October 25th. There's going to be an event over there. It's going to be a Halloween party, baby.
Yeah.
Rock it out.
Costumes are encouraged.
Definitely check it out. And we also want to thank 202 Cannabis, Susan Bowman from Coldwell Banker Realty, Lauren Molino Muller, Howard Hanna Rand Realty, Whole Shot Bagels, 99 Signs, the Workforce Development Board of Rockland County. One more time, Rockland Music Fest. It's already done, but the app is going to launch tomorrow. You're going to be able to watch the entire performance on streaming TV.
Rock it out at home.
Clean Space Maintenance Management, St. Thomas Aquinas College, Fiesta Acapulco, and FC Perfection. We'll see you next time
On Rockland News.